The Icons of Real Estate Podcast. Are you ready to learn the proven money-making secrets from top-producing Icon agents? Ready to skyrocket your business? This podcast is for you. Tune in every week with your host, Tomasz Fonseca, and find out how to implement proven strategies to 10 times your business, from $3 million to $30 million in just 12 months. Brought to you by the Masters in Real Estate Marketing, Arter SEO.
So welcome to another episode of the Icons of Real Estate podcast, where we highlight top professionals who are making waves in the industry. I'm your host, Karen Roberts, and today I'm excited to introduce Jessica Sammis. Alongside her husband, Brady, they leverage their combined experience and deep market knowledge to deliver exceptional service in Southwest Florida. Now, what sets the Sammis team apart is their marketing expertise and their commitment to educating their clients throughout the buying and selling process. So they, with a background in teaching, this is where it comes from, Jessica and Brady ensure that clients understand every single step, which empowers them to make informed decisions. So their love for their local community is what drives their ambition to be the go-to real estate experts in the area. So join us as we delve into Jessica's journey and uncover some of the secrets to her success in the dynamic world of real estate. Welcome to the show, Jessica.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for having me. This is great. I'm super excited to talk to you today.
So, would you like to share with the listeners maybe first, well, what sparked your initial interest in real estate and how did your background in teaching influence your approach to helping clients?
Well, that's a great question. So we actually, both my husband and I were former teachers before our career in real estate, and we lived in Illinois, and the school that we were at was a very rough school. And boy, did we just get really interesting experiences from that. But we thought also, like, if we can handle this, we can handle anything. We also thought, this is probably not what we want to be doing for the rest of our lives. So maybe we want to pivot a little bit. So we packed up our bags and moved from Illinois to Florida at the end of one of our last school years in 2017. And, it was one of the best decisions that we could make. We love it down here in Florida. I have about 13 years of teaching experience, and, being a teacher, you have so many responsibilities, and you just gain so much experience from that journey. There are so many things that a lot of teachers are super successful as they move on to any career, to be honest. But so that's where Brady and I met, and we decided to jump into real estate. I would say that, communication skills, just really genuinely helping others, our students, the parents, everybody involved. It's like a team to raise a village. And, that transfers into real estate because to me, it takes a team to, help other people with their real estate goals. When you decide to move, when you're buying or selling, that is one of the biggest decisions that you make in your life. You're usually making some kind of lifetime decision where you're doing some kind of huge change. So we pride ourselves in trying to really help people with that process. And there's a list of so many things that we can take from our teaching experience to pull over to real estate communication, just nurturing people and their journeys. I don't know. The list is endless, to be honest, but we're really excited to be doing real estate now. Like I said, with that situation, I just feel like if we were able to handle something like that, then we can really handle anything that's thrown our way.
Brilliant. Yeah, absolutely. Because there's so much involved. And I think a lot of people, they are unaware because they haven't been educated through the process. So that's really sort of going the extra mile. So can you share maybe a defining moment in your real estate career that really solidified your passion for the industry?
Well, I would say, I was trying to think about that. There are really a lot of defining moments, so to say. But for example, this past summer, I ended up helping out a younger couple, and this was their first home buying experience. They have two kids. We have two kids as well. So we're very, we're just very in that busy stage. We have a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old. So, life is just crazy. But they also have kids about that same age. It's their first time buying a house. And, especially with all of the stuff that came out with NAR and people feeling like we really have to like prove our value, I guess.
Mhm.
I saw it when I helped out this couple because they had so many questions about the process that is just very rudimentary to us now because we know what we're doing. That's just like any professional. You have a question about law, I'm going to go ask a lawyer. You have a question about lending, I'm going to go ask a lender. But I gave them just answers to questions off the top of my head that just come up all the time, and they were just like, I'm so glad that you're giving us, this information. And like, that's why we have you. And I'm like, yes, that is what I'm here for. This is what we provide. So that's just a little example. I mean, there are a ton. I wouldn't say there's like a main moment or something like that, but that was really just a testament to how we really, just embark on that journey with our clients, whether they're buying or selling or whatever their move is, because for them, this is a big step. It's their first home buying process and they don't know
Mm,
anything about it. And that's what we get excited to share.
yeah. Yeah. And it must be just so rewarding because once you've done that job, there you go. They've got their first home. So
It
yeah,
is
great.
rewarding. And when at the very beginning, when I transitioned from teaching into this, I was nervous about like finding that passion. I'm like, because I was a very passionate teacher and I felt a true sense of purpose every single day. I really did. Um, and there's other reasons why I left the teaching profession, one of them being I didn't feel like I was getting compensated enough to like really build something big for my family. And that's really
Hmm.
it. But it was also at a time where I wanted a little bit more freedom and flexibility with my schedule as well. But I was nervous. I was like, what if I don't find that passion and that, every single day? And with that specific situation that I'm talking about for this past summer with that couple, I really did. Like, I just, I felt like I was really helping them.
Well, you are. Well, you are,
Yeah.
whether they're first time buyers, empty nesters, people going into investment, you're a massive part of their whole life journey. So
Absolutely.
what challenges do you think did you face when you did transition from teaching to real estate, and how did you overcome them? Plus, of course, you moved to a different state. So yeah, how did you deal with it?
Well, I would say one of the biggest challenges was really, with a job like teaching, when you're working for the man, so to say, you have a steady income paycheck that's coming every 2 weeks. Okay. That part of it was tough for me to move on to, the ebbs and flows of real estate that you have to deal with, because some months we're making a ton of money and then another month we might not have a paycheck coming for quite a few weeks. So that was an adjustment that I really had to adjust to, I guess. And I think I would say probably the best way that I adjusted to it was really diving into like working on my mindset and just becoming self-aware of my own thoughts and where I am with that, and knowing, hey, this is just how it is. It ebbs and flows, and some months
Hmm.
you're going to have, and then you of course want to dive a little bit deeper into how we budget and our relationship with money and all of that stuff. So I would say that alone is one of the biggest challenges. I guess another challenge would be just all of the learning
Mm.
that we've done throughout the years, and it's not just about the business, but it's about the business of the business, like the marketing, YouTube, like all of these different pieces that you put together to really have a successful real estate business. Like, I started a real estate channel and I had no idea what I was doing. So I basically watch YouTube videos to find out how to make a YouTube channel. And,
Yeah.
like that's just what we do. I go to YouTube and so that seemed to work out really well. Like, I think one of the things that we can also take with us from our teaching career is our ability to be resourceful. We might know that we don't have the answer right now, but we're going to find a way to get the answer, like with everything for our clients,
Mhm.
for, business parts of it and all the things. Like we will find a way to get the answer.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Yeah.
And not every realtor is using things like YouTube to get their
No,
message out there, and they're really missing out on something incredibly powerful. So,
absolutely.
so you've moved to the sunshine. So how does your love for Southwest Florida shape your work as a realtor, and what unique insights do you bring to your clients who are looking to buy or sell in that area?
I'm so glad you asked that question because we are so incredibly passionate about Southwest Florida. When we lived in Illinois, and this is just like a little bit of a personal thing, but it's very dreary and cloudy. So we moved from Illinois originally. It's just cloudy in the
Oh,
winter time.
okay.
Yeah, what is that thing called where you're like,
Sad.
um, yeah,
Sad
sad.
disorder.
Yes, yes, seasonal affective disorder
Yes,
or whatever. So
that's
I
it.
had that big time. And I just wanted to be in the sun. The sunshine just makes me happy. It makes a lot of people happy. It's like scientific. So we just really love it down here. We love to showcase how beautiful it is in Florida. I mean, you're basically like you can live the vacation life at all
Mm,
times, with in my opinion, without paying that vacation price in Florida.
yeah.
Of course, we've had changes with insurance and things like that, thanks to some of the hurricanes and whatnot. But for the most part, the cost of living, it's not insanely more than it really is in a lot of places that might not be as desirable to live. I mean, that's my own opinion.
Mm,
So we love it here. And that's true. That's not any, so that makes it a little bit easier to sell the Southwest Florida experience because we love it so much. And actually, on our YouTube channel, some of our most popular videos are the ones where we really showcase the beauty of the area. Um, we had one where we went down to Boca Grande, which is right down the road from us, beautiful island. And that one, and then another one we were down on Inglewood Beach, and those have gotten the most hits. And they're so much fun to do. For one, Brady and I just get together, and I think on the Inglewood one, we ended up like renting some jet skis and going out and just kind of showing the water. We ran into dolphins. Like it's just beautiful. It's so beautiful, and it's just I honestly I thank God every single day that we live where we do and we're raising our kids here. It's a great place to be. So when you really feel that strong connection to something, it makes it not so much like selling, so to say, because like we
yeah.
truly believe in this product, and this product is where
Yeah.
we live. You know what I'm saying? It just makes it easy. We love,
Absolutely.
love, love, love the Sunshine State. So yeah, that part of it makes it easy.
Fantastic. And
Yeah.
so, many realtors that we speak to on here, as everybody knows, this year and last year, for some have been a bit of a struggle. But for where you are in Southwest Florida, how has it been? How many sort of transactions do you do per year?
So that's a great question. So down here, like last year in 2023, I think Brady and I together did around a little over 15 million, which was great for, these times,
Wow.
especially,
Yes.
it's a weird time, to
Mm,
buy and sell, just because what happens is people's perspective of the things that are going on in our country, it really skews whether or not they're wanting to pull the trigger on buying or selling. Our interest rates are not super favorable from what they were. I believe that the market that we had before in 2020, 2021, 2022, it was such an anomaly that it just skewed people's visions of what the market should look like. And now we're
yeah.
just doing so much correcting now, that it just still makes it tough. An election
Hmm.
year, to me, it shouldn't make a difference, but to everybody else, it
Yeah.
does. So those are some of the ebbs, I guess, that we're dealing with the real estate market. Now, specifically here, we also 2 years ago we got smacked with Hurricane Ian, like right here. So there was a lot of recovery. We basically got completely recovered from then. And then we had two major hurricanes in the past like 3 weeks. So those things can definitely make what can cause an effect on the way the market is.
Of course.
Yeah. So it's a little, it can make things a little bit uneasy, but you know what you have to do is you have to adjust. You have to adjust to what's going on. And
you can't control the weather.
No, we can't.
We can't.
These are acts of God. Those are acts of God. We can't control it. So we just have to adjust. That's all we can do. And it's probably going to be an adjustment where there's going to be a lot more people wanting to sell because, it's hard for people to handle the hurricanes and all of that. Yes, it was rough and we got very blessed with our home in particular. Our communities are going to have to do a revival now. But with us specifically, our home was intact. So we're personally trying to do everything we can out in the community to help revive everything because we're not going anywhere. It doesn't scare us away.
No. And so what's next for Jessica and Brady then? What are your goals for next year?
I would say we're going to, like I said, we pivot and we're going to be working more on, working with listings for those people that are ready to get up and make a life change because they're not wanting to stay here anymore, which is fine. Everybody, I want people to just make a decision that works best for them. That's all we ever say when we talk to people. We want you to meet your goals that work for you. I want you to be happy because I am all about just getting in the right mindset so that we're happy people that are, being out there in the community and doing all the things. But so I would say for next year, it's going to be more so a focus on helping those people that are ready to list and get out. I do think that probably next year that it will be a good time to buy as well for people. I'm hoping that the real estate, that the interest rates go down. Obviously, I don't have a crystal ball, but I think that the prices will probably go down a little bit. So like if you just put those things together, then it might be something that works. So we'll probably focus more on trying to get more listings. I mean, we're always happy to help buyers as well. Like we will help anyone with any situation, but it'll probably be just more of a shift of that focus, right. I would say. Yeah.
But it's two of you together, working together, it's a double team. So, no.
Yeah. Two for the price of one.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Right.
So our last question, Jessica, is always the same because here at Icons, we're not just a podcast or a podcast production company. We are the #1 real estate podcast network in the US. So we want to make it accessible for all realtors to have their own podcast. So if you had your own podcast, what do you think you'd call it?
I think it would have to do something with embracing the Southwest Florida experience or living the Southwest Florida dream or something. It's something in that realm because that's
like
that's what we love to focus on. And my husband Brady also is a licensed yacht broker, so he can help people buy and sell boats. So to us, this is all the Southwest Florida experience. We get the whole thing here. You move to Florida, you want to buy a house, and then what's the next thing you want to do? You want to buy a boat because after all of this hurricane nonsense moves away and washes away, we have very beautiful water down here in the Gulf, and it will come back. It will come back. So
absolutely wonderful.
It'd have to be something like that.
If the listeners are out there and they're looking, they're thinking, I need some sunshine. I would love to come down to Southwest Florida. How do they reach you? How do they reach out to you?
So like I said, we have a YouTube channel, and it's the Sammis. You can find it if you just look up the Sammis team on YouTube. My email, sammisrealestate@gmail.com. That's pretty easy. Sammis Real Estate. And you can find us that way.
We'll put all the details in the show notes. So
Yeah.
listeners, go and have a look in the show notes to get access to Jessica. Jessica, thank you so much for your time today. It's been a pleasure. I'm personally very jealous that you're there in the sunshine, because just like Illinois, then it sounds like the UK is very, very grey.
Get it out of here.
Yeah,
No,
I
thanks.
need the sunshine. But thank you for your time. And to the listeners, I'll be back next time with the Icons of Real Estate. Bye for now.
Thank you.